Good afternoon, my name is Mel Debenham. I'm General Manager for Supermums Consulting, and this is my weekly session of Get Hired. So hopefully I can talk you through a couple of the jobs that we're working on this week, but today I'm also going to be harping on about CVs yet again. So, all right, no further ado, let's move on to some of the job roles. So we've got a data engineer job role with a non-profit. Really nice role, really nice organisation. They're a non-profit and they specialise within the educational sector. So they have got quite a large tech stack at the moment that needs to be put into insights and impacts much better through data architecture. They're looking for a candidate that's got the knowledge to build the architecture for the data. They're currently using a couple of platforms, of which one is BigQuery. They are planning to move away from those platforms. They're looking for someone with Salesforce experience. They're also looking for someone with SQL. And the ideal candidate will come with a previous background of developing data pipelines, integrating systems, building, maintaining and documenting database systems, and ideally some experience of mapping out how different systems work together to enable both automation and scale. You do need to have good, confident communication skills because you will be working with internal stakeholders and potentially external stakeholders as well. It's a nice role. It's permanent. It's full-time, but they are flexible. It's 40 hours, but they're family friendly, so they will let people work hours to suit within those 40 hours. Salary wise, it's a salary 38k or just slightly over. Great job, managed by Ikra Aman. So do get in touch with Ikra on this particular job role. It's live, it's on our website already, so you can send your CV to us through the website. The second job role is for a Marketing Cloud consultant. Marketing Cloud at the moment is particularly busy for us. We've probably had 3 or 4 jobs in over the last fortnight. So if you are a Marketing Cloud specialist, please go to the website and apply. But this particular role is Marketing Cloud consultant. It is a totally remote job. It's part-time, so they're looking for somebody 3 days a week. They're looking for somebody that's happy to work 3 days, or someone that might work, say, 9 till 1, 5 days a week. Totally flexible on what that might look like. Salary-wise, it's 50k, clearly on a pro rata basis. So the organisation is UK-based. They're a consultancy and Salesforce partner. Nice organisation. They don't have a massive team of staff, so it's family orientated, really friendly. And as a business, they do really pride themselves on delivering tailored solutions to meet the needs of their clients. The business itself was launched in 2021, 22. It's rapidly growing, and they're now looking for a Salesforce Marketing Cloud specialist to help deliver Marketing Cloud projects and campaigns for customers. So the role itself, you would be responsible for getting involved in managing subdomain authentication. You would be migrating data from a previous marketing automation platform into Marketing Cloud. You'd be getting involved in things such as building multi-language forms and surveys and integrating those within Salesforce. You would be looking at improving campaign performance by challenging email content, email timings, email follow-ups. You will be getting involved in setting up cross-channel personalized campaigns. You'd be involved in design and discovery workshops to identify clients' requirements. And skills-wise, they're looking for somebody that, they're open to people of all educational backgrounds, but you must have excellent written and verbal communication skills, someone that's got a knowledge of the current digital marketing trends and challenges that are impacting various industries and sectors across the UK and beyond. You need to have gained some project experience. You need to be able to contribute to thought leadership, things such as articles, client recommendations, etc. You need obviously to have Salesforce Marketing Cloud experience, particularly using Journey Builder, AmpScript, Automation Studio, and landing pages. So nice job, been managed by Paula Jones, so do reach out. In terms of our job vacancies, you can find all of them on our website. So that's www.supermums.org. You'll find the recruitment drop-down button and you will find our current jobs there. While you're on that page, you can also sign up for our job alerts where you'll receive any new jobs straight through to your inbox on a weekly basis. Okay, So let me harp on about CVs, because my team receives CVs in abundance every week. We get some great ones, we get some mediocre ones, we get some that are not so good. So I thought it would be really useful to go right back to basics today to give you some hints and tips on how to make your CV stand out. So my first sort of 5 points are, please don't send a generic CV to a job. Customize your CV for the specific job that you're applying for. Take the job, highlight the skills that it needs and the experience. Take your CV, highlight the skills and experience that match that particular job role. Yeah. And only when you've created that CV specifically for that job, highlighting the most relevant skills and the relevant experience that you've got for that organization, then send it. Yeah. Make sure your CV has strong action verbs and really quantifiable achievements throughout the CV, because that will demonstrate the impact that you've had in that job role within that organisation. Don't just list your strengths and skills. Provide specific examples of when and how you use them in your job role. Please make sure that you include your relevant Salesforce certifications and any training that you've completed to showcase your expertise on the platform. And make sure that your CV is visually appealing. All right, so to give a little bit of meat on the bones for some of those things. When you create your CV, clearly you're going to put your name at the top. What you also need to do is make sure they can get hold of you. So put in your telephone number, put in your email address, even drop in a link to your LinkedIn. So copy and paste the URL and stick that into your CV. And people need to get hold of you to talk to you about that job role and to invite you in for an interview. If it's not there, they can't reach you. And honestly, we do get CVs without that information. What's likely to come next on your CV is probably a summary. Yeah. So when I talked earlier about, using strong action verbs and quantifiable achievements to demonstrate the impact that you've had in a job role, it's at this point that you need to be making sure that you've got that piece of information. Your CV summary is really your chance to make a really strong first impression. Yeah. So a couple of examples that I've created. Salesforce administrator with 5 years experience of system admin, data management and security. Skilled in developing custom workflows, automation solutions to enhance business operations. If you're a consultant, you might put something along the lines of Salesforce consultant with a focus on driving business growth and improving client satisfaction, experience in managing end-to-end implementation projects, training end users and building sustainable client relationships. Things like that, they're impactful, they're punchy. Yeah. And you may not be a Salesforce administrator with 5 years experience. You may well be an emerging Salesforce admin. Yeah. But don't put, I'm new. Yeah. Or just certified. Put something along the lines of enthusiastic certified Salesforce administrator with experience of training, creating fields, creating objects, building dashboards, building reports, something again that is really, really punchy. For me, the most impactful piece of your CV or part of your CV is that summary. So make it stand out from the crowd, because honestly, it tends to be the first thing that an organisation will read. And if it doesn't hit the spot, it probably goes on the no pile. The next thing, list your skills, both your softer skills, you might want to call them strengths, or maybe list your technical skills. Yeah. So your top hard skills or the technologies need to be on your CV for a Salesforce job. It's not that people don't put them into their CV, but I see a lot of it woven into their work experience. Make it punchy right at the top under that summary, tech stack, tech skills. So you need to be listing, Salesforce, what clouds you're familiar with. Are you using Apex, Visual Force, SQL, JavaScript, HTML? Are you skilled in Salesforce security and compliance, data management? List that and the clouds that you're familiar with. People need to see that in your CV. And your softer skills will be things such as effective communication, maybe adaptability and flexibility, possibly customer service and relationship building. So when you're listing your softer skills on your CV, really try and provide some examples to demonstrate your skills in action. Yeah. So don't just state that you've got strong communication skills. Highlight potentially a time when you've effectively communicated a complex idea, maybe to a team or something along that lines. So highlight customer service and relationship building. Might be something along the lines of developed and maintained strong customer relationships, resulting in a 25% increase in customer retention and repeat business. You might list that you're an effective communicator. So you might put something along the lines of manage cross-functional communication between development, product, marketing and sales teams, which resulted in streamlined workflows and increased productivity across the business. So it's those kind of things that you need to be putting in, because that's what clients are looking for. I would say as we've gone, we're now partway through 2023, maybe a little bit more. I would say that in 2023 and possibly summer 2022, what clients are looking for is they're looking to be able to see that in your CV where you've had an impact. So hopefully there are some good hints and tips there, but just to reiterate again, customize your CV for a specific job. Use action verbs and quantifiable achievements to demonstrate the impact that you've had. Don't just list those softer skills or your skills. Provide examples of where you have utilized them in your job role. Make sure you're including your relevant Salesforce certifications. Make sure your CV is visually appealing. Yeah. Make sure name, summary, certifications, skills, then your work experience. Yeah. So hopefully you can go away, you can have a good look at your CV, see if you need to make any changes. If you don't, great. But if you do, there should be some really good hints and tips there. But of course, as always, we are happy to help. There's myself, my name's Mel Debenham. You've got Ikra Aman, you've got Paula Jones, you've got Anne-Marie Day. We're all happy. Reach out to us. We'd be happy to support you. Take a look at your CV and see if we can help you in any way, shape or form. So how can you reach us? You can reach us via our website, which is www.supermums.org. Look for the recruitment drop down and you can find out how we work, what we do. You can look at our jobs. You can sign up for job alerts. You can see the team. You can find us all on LinkedIn. We're keen to talk to you. I would say at the moment, it's coming into that summer holiday period, but it is still really, really busy. So if you are looking for a job opportunity right now, then please reach out. We'd love to help you. Yeah, it's not a guarantee that we're going to get you that next job opportunity, but we will definitely guarantee that we will try. And working with a recruiter can be really beneficial in terms of building up your experience for interviews, interview hints and tips. We do interview prep with you, and potentially we're working on vacancies that aren't out there in the open market. So for me, that's it for this week's Get Hired. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend and thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.